touch all your seatbelts, touch all your connections, touch your Hans. Just make sure you get everything like you want it. Favor, just touch all your seatbelts, touch all your connections, touch your Hans. Just make sure you get everything like you want it.
Well, welcome aboard, folks. Sigma Race fans, good morning. This is a morning race. Usually we have night races. Yes, it is under the lights, so this race is in the night on the race time, but it's morning time. Good morning. Happy Saturday morning to everyone. And we're going to have 150 laps of short track bump banging racing action here with the Sigma ARCA Delta division. Only 23 cars could make the field for this 150 lap event, and we're going to go ahead and get through your starting lineup here tonight. First on the field in his first ever start, Wyatt Vega gets pole position alongside Milton there. Josh Milton, that is. Then you got Aiden Sparks and Terry Bull, Jamie McNugget and TG Castlenut, Chihiro Fujisaki with Junior McLaughlin. Then it's Elijah Lemon with William Clyde, Ty Kisniver with Wesley Shaw, Alex Pollard and Jamie McMurphy, Carlos Eduardo with Paul Tabarini, Gabe McDuffie and John Underkoffler. We're missing a car. I put it in the field. Where is it? There should be a 23rd car. Hold on. Scratch all that. Take a quick detour here. Apologies. I expanded the pit stalls on the track to accommodate 24 cars. The problem is, though, once we go to pit stops, which hopefully we don't have to at a short track like this, it could be 150 laps of non-stop racing without a caution. Pit stops are not completely necessary. There we go. We needed a 25th entry. quick fix here, folks. Sorry about that. I thought 23 meant 23 AI. In fact, only meant 23 drivers on the field total.
Favor, touch all your seatbelts, touch all your connections, touch your Hans. Make sure you get everything like... Favor, touch all your seatbelts, touch all your connections, touch your Hans. Make sure you get everything like you want it.
I guess we can only do 22 cars on the field here, so let me make an adjustment for that. Ah, man, we got freaking bots already this morning. God dang it. There we go. Okay. Now we've got it figured out here.
Favor, touch all your seatbelts, touch all your connections, touch your Hans. Just make sure you get everything like you want.
Different drivers now in place for the qualifying positions. Tough break for those that had a good qualifying run. But here is where everyone's lining up here tonight throughout the field. I'm still confused. It's dropping one car completely from the lineup. Is there... Oh, I think I got it figured out. There might be two cars under the same number. Hold on. Okay, this one is weird, folks. I don't know what's going wrong and why the one car will not show up on the field. I've never had a problem like this happen before. This is a very interesting flaw with the game. What the hell? Why are we getting bot hacked in the morning here?
Touch your Hans. Just make sure you get it.
There we go, 23, all 23 of them. Yes, good. Okay. I changed the car number and that seems to have fixed the problem.
Touch all your seatbelts, touch all your connections, touch your Hans. Just make sure you get everything like you want.
So, your official starting lineup here. Oh, and then it messes up this. What the hell? Okay. Aiden Sparks starting on the front row there, pole position alongside John Underkoffler. Then it's Terry Bull and Josh Milton, Gabe McDuffie and Elijah Lemon. And then it's John Thompson with William Clyde, Junior McLaughlin and Jamie McMurphy, Wyatt Vega and TG Castlenut, Chihiro Fujisaki and Boogie, followed by Timothy Ruiz and Carlos Eduardo. Wesley Shaw, hold on a minute. and Ty Kisniver, with Sean Ard and Paul Tabarini, Alex Pollard and Jamie McNugget, with Michael Bird rounding out the field here for 150 laps.
3, 2, 1, gentlemen, start your engine.
Alrighty, here we go. We're rolling tonight. 150 laps going to go by pretty quickly here. Underkoffler fresh off of his last race win. Last race out at Indianapolis. Here we go. The 92 gets the early lead here. That is Aiden Sparks there. We do have a pair of 92 cars in the field. And I'm going to have to be speedy, quick draw McGraw on the banning of frickin' spam bots here. Holy cow. Underkoffler falls back here. Terry Bull on the inside. Berlin, definitely an interesting track. Without an outside wall, these cars could go flying off into the grass. Hopefully we don't have to deal with that here tonight, as all 23 cars are still out there running at the moment. Underkoffler on the outside. He's going to get passed here by Terry Bull. Battle still brewing here. All in the meanwhile, Aiden Sparks driving away with the race lead. Terry Bull, Underkoffler, McDuffie, top 5. Here we have the 92 of Wyatt Vega moving into the top 5. Good run from him. How do they send messages so quickly? It's insane. They like send 2 messages in rapid succession. For whatever reason, it's inflated our view count for this video already this morning to 23 views, but no one's sticking around to watch. So they come in, drop a message, and then leave, it feels like. Freaking spam bots. Why is everything good got to get ruined? Freaking spam bots, man. Gabe McDuffie up to 4th. Underkoffler would love to try and to defend his last race win. Fuel window here today, 220 laps, so there should not be any reason for pit stops at 150 laps of distance. But let's do a through the field here, as we're already 12, 13 laps into the race here. Aiden Sparks, your race leader, has never won in Sigma ARCA racing before, so that could be a new winner on tap. Followed by Terry Bull, also a non-winner in the series, could be looking for race win number 1. John Underkoffler has a win last race out. Gabe McDuffie, a race winner this season. Then you have some rookies here in Wyatt Vega, John Thompson, Milton, who just won in his 2nd career start. Timothy Ruiz making career start number 1 here tonight. Wesley Shaw and Sean Ard, also a race winner. Those 2 there looking to add on to it. Elijah Lemon winless. Chihiro Fujisaki William Clyde, Boogie in the number 9, Jamie McNugget, Ty Kuzniver, Junior McLaughlin, Paul Tabarini, Jamie McMurphy, and Alex Pollard, followed by Carlos Eduardo, TG Castlenut, and Michael Bird. But still with a bunch of laps to go, 133 laps left, a lot could happen. New fastest lap belongs to Wyatt Vega in the 92. I just hope I don't accidentally time out someone that's not a bot. I see all these bots pop up and I quick fingers to block them out, but I really hope I don't accidentally block the wrong person. Welcome aboard to Sigma Morning Racing. We don't often have very many early morning races like this on a Saturday. But playing catch up, I've been so busy, it's hard to stay on top of everything and just making up for lost time. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to run a cup race within the next couple days before the next week starts. Not sure how I'm gonna do that yet, but figure it out. I've got my local short track that I'm going to today. The ARCA West, the NASCAR ARCA West Series is actually running at my home track of Tri-City Raceway, so that's going to be awesome. Looking forward to that. As soon as this broadcast is done, I'm going to get tidied up at the house and ready to go. But I appreciate everyone tuning in here, no matter what time it is on the clock for you. It's early mornings, late days. It's all over the place with the Sigma Racing Series. Kind of almost akin to Formula One. Sometimes you just got to run it during the time zones that the track is dependent on, and that jumps all over the place usually. So Sigma, in a weird way, kind of does the same thing when we got some international fans. Aiden Sparks has the lead, but the 45 Terry Bull is starting to reach and close in for the race lead. That Verizon Chevrolet SS of Terry Bull. T-Bull has a good run going. And fastest lap for Terry Bull as well as 16.098. His car coming alive here in Berlin. Show me the money 150. Only in our ARCA series do we race at tracks this small. Especially with a field of only 22 cars. But for right now, Aiden Sparks, kind of the big surprise here. Did not expect to see him up front fighting for the win, and he's doing just that. Terry Bull, this is only his 3rd career start, and he's up front fighting for a win. As the season starts dwindling down here at the end of the year, we only have 10 races left after tonight. Next week's going to be part of the British Speed Fest, where we go to Brands Hatch, and all series of Sigma Racing will be running at a variation of the Brands Hatch race course. And we go to Australia for Baskerville, a very interesting short track that should be fun to watch. Then we got the Chili Bowl. We're going to be racing on the dirt with the ARCA cars. Kawartha in Canada, and the game's crashing on me, dang it. Why would it crash on me? Grr. Okay, this is just going exactly how I didn't need it to go this morning. Full-blown reset once again. We made it 34 laps before the game decidedly crashed on us. Everyone gets a refresh here. We're going to drop the race by 25 laps to try and make up the difference here. Show me the money 125 now on tap. Hopefully we don't have to drop it more than 25 laps.
Touch all your connections, touch your Hans. Just make sure you get everything like.
Start your engines!
Under Koffler and Shaw take the front row. Eduardo and Fujisaki, McLaughlin and Bird, Castlenut and Bull, with McNugget and Sean Ard your top 10. And we're rolling. Yeah, dang it, dude. I don't know what else I could have done differently there for the game to just decidedly crash on us like that. Let's hope it's a secluded situation, only a one-time problem that we encounter here. Well, Wesley Shaw's off to the early lead here over John under Koffler and 15 of Carlos Eduardo. Jay McNugget up to 4th and TG Castlenut up into the top 5 now. New fastest lap belongs to John under Koffler, who's running in 2nd there. Barely only got time for 2 attempts at this here today, so hopefully we can get through this one and not have any troubles. Definitely like Berlin Raceway, a very unique setup here. This track is a real-life track in Michigan, Marne, Michigan. And Show Me the Money is a actual event they host here each year with late model cars. So we've tried to adapt that name to Show Me the Money 125 here, of course, now as one of the events that this track holds, except we're doing it with the ARCA series, the Sigma ARCA Delta Division. Track opened back in 1951. Originally was a dirt oval track located within the Berlin Fairgrounds. They paved it later on down the line as a 7/16-mile asphalt oval track with 13-degree banking in the turns and 9-degree banking on the straightaways. Some more detailed lore on the track. July 8th of 20. Looks like July 8th of 2012, the main covered grandstands burned to the ground, replaced with all new grandstands. The West Michigan Whitecaps purchased the track and invested into the infrastructure, building new restrooms, sound system, private party areas, catch vents, and other amenities to ensure that Berlin Raceway would remain the premier track in the Midwest and become the most fan-friendly. Berlin Raceway eventually becomes a NASCAR-sanctioned home track, increasing the insurance policy for all race car drivers and staff members. Berlin hosted a band called River benefit concert for 3 local nonprofits, as well as the National Fireworks Association's Firework Expo during the month of September. Berlin Raceway hosts 6 points divisions as well as multiple traveling series such as CRA, JAGS, ARCA Super Series, VROA, and more of the course. Well, we're getting back 22 laps in here, 103 laps to go. Your race leader is Wesley Shaw, followed by John Underkoffler, Carlos Eduardo, and Jamie McNugget. Then it is the number 6 there of TG Castlenut, 66 of Junior McLaughlin, Sean Ard, and Chihiro Fujisaki, followed by Aiden Sparks and Jamie McMurphy. Then it is Wyatt Vega running in 11th, Elijah Lemon, John Thompson, and Michael Bird, followed by Gabe McDuffie, Paul Tabarini, and Timothy Ruiz. Ty Kisniver, Terry Bull, William Clyde, Daniel Boogie, Bogdasarov there in 21st. 22nd is Josh Milton. 23rd is Alex Pollard. 100 laps left to go. not a whole lot of drama at the moment, but it looks like the 07 starting to reel in your race leader, Wesley Shaw. Third place, Carlos Eduardo. Fourth place, Jamie McNugget. And on the move here, Sean Ard looking for fifth on TG Castlenet. Castlenet trying to defend on the high side, but the number 4 is going to have the run here and make the move. We made it back to lap 34. Here we go. Wyatt Vega fastest on track so far. He's deeper in the field than he'd like to be, but still a lot of racing to get him up to the front. With the fast pace that he's got, he could make something happen. Whoa, look at that move there by TG Castlenet and Sean Ard side by side fighting for the position. Castlenet trying to get that spot back. Sean Ard was on the attack, but the 6 car looking stout on the high side. I think the reason the game crashed was because we had chatbots blowing it up. Obviously, there's no direct correlation between the chatbots and the game working correctly, but we'll just blame it on the chatbots for the reason the game crashed the first time here this morning. Underkoffler, fresh off of his win at Indianapolis, looking to try and go back-to-back at 07 Chevrolet. The Whoopi Burger. He's been trying to get a new scheme lined out here. It's going to take some time, but we're getting towards the end of the ARCA season here, and we will see what comes within the last 10 races here, perhaps. Tough break for Alex Pollard, who's running at the back of the field here. The setup they just missed here tonight. That 72 not looking right. And even Josh Milton ahead of him, a race winner recently at Vegas, having a tough night. William Clyde and Boogie tail into the field as well. Terry Bull wishes that the game had never crashed because he was up there fighting for the win. Tyke Sniper and Paul Tabarini. Timothy Ruiz running in 16th. Gabe McDuffie 15th. Michael Bird, John Thompson, and Elijah Lemon. Then it is Wyatt Vega in the 92 running right behind Aiden Sparks in the 92. Aiden Sparks got hurt the worst because he was leading this race before the game crashed, and now he can't even keep it in the top 10 barely. Jamie McMurphy, Chihiro Fujisaki, Junior McLaughlin, Sean Ard, and TG Castlenet. Then you got Jamie McNugget running in 4th, Carlos Eduardo, and here comes John Underkoffler on the attack. Battle for the race lead underway here as the 52 of Wesley Shaw has to hold him off. Fastest lap in the race set by Wyatt Vega with a 15.997. That is a blistering lap around Berlin Raceway here. Here we go, battle brewing for the race lead. Wesley Shaw trying to defend against John Underkoffler. And here comes Carlos Eduardo also into the mix right at the front of the field. John's gonna look high, Wesley stays low. Got a 3-car fight for the race win here as Wesley Shaw is going to have to defend against Underkoffler and Eduardo. Wesley Shaw starting to extend his lead here as we're closing in on halfway in the race. You can see Jamie McNugget starting to move into the picture as well. We could have about 4 cars in the fight for the win here at the end. And fortunately for us, no one has gone off into the grass here tonight. Everyone's been going clean and well, racing like non-ARCA drivers for a change. Not a lot of ARCA moments here to look back at. Just some good racing throughout the whole field. No one's retired. Everyone's still out there running. Pretty much from green flag to this point, nothing has happened of significance. Wesley Shaw, though, has led a lot of laps already. He's led halfway through the race. He's gotten led most laps locked down in his favor. And there you can see the running order. Everyone's still out there running. Alex Pollard gets by Josh Milton to put him in 23rd. But yeah, not a lot of movement throughout the field at all. Pretty slow pace, steady roll. Now with the second half underway here, we're going to be done within about a half an hour, 30 minutes of racing. It's going to be in and out like Flynn. This will get me mostly caught up on our races. Like I said, all I've got left is a cup race that I've not yet streamed, run. Then the Sigma Elite Challenge has definitely fallen by the wayside. I'm not sure how I would get back around to doing all those. It was a bold kind of aggressive attempt on my behalf to try and run an extra series that I did not have plenty enough time to actually do right. There we go. Yeah, got another spot gain. Chihiro Fujisaki moves up to 8th there over Jamie McMurphy. Aiden Sparks still running in the top 10 here. 12th place, Wyatt Vega fastest lap, but he's got some work to do in 12th place. Gabe McDuffie in 14. Timothy Ruiz in his series debut running a commendable 16. Paul Tabarini, Ty Kisniver, Boogie, William Clyde, Terry Bull, Alex Pollard, and Josh Milton rounding out the field here. Reeling in the leader once again, John Underkoffler would like to go 2 for 2 in that 07 Chevrolet. He's got his work cut out for him, but he's definitely putting on a good showing here to get up to the 52. Passing him is going to be a whole different story. Kind of seeing that ebb and flow. The 07 reaches the 52, starts to lose it again, and then catches them. There isn't any lap traffic to help the case here for your race leaders to make it, make the difference up. But definitely a close battle for the race lead nonetheless. It could go one or the other way if something happens. If someone makes a mistake and chokes here, something could definitely change. 07 reaches in again, trying to close in on the 52, who's led all the laps here today. No one else has been able to lead a lap yet. Alrighty, 39 laps left to go. Right there, almost in a position to make a move, the 07. Gets right up there on the back bumper of the 52. left to go. This may very well be a clinic put down by Wesley Shaw. Up front leading all night, all day long here at Berlin. Still has a little bit of work to do. 31 laps remain. At least John Underkoffler is keeping it interesting right there in his proximity. The 52 buckles or even makes a mistake, that 07 is there to pounce. And even Carlos Eduardo in the 15 could still make something of it. 4th place, Jamie McNugget. 5th place, TG Castlenut. Sean Ard in 6th. Junior McLaughlin, Jamie McMurphy, and Chihiro Fujisaki with Aiden Sparks, your top 10. Elijah Lemon and Wyatt Vega. John Thompson and Michael Bird, followed by Gabe McDuffie and Timothy Ruiz. Paul Tabarini, Boogie, Ty Kisniver, Terry Bull. Alex Pollard makes up another spot here, getting around William Clyde and Josh Milton both. Now we are down to just the final 25 laps here at Berlin Raceway. Show Me the Money 125 is about to come to a close. This battle up front staying tight, staying interesting. That 07 runs inside the 52, keeps the lead, but the battle is on. Those two are at it here for the race win. Still no lap traffic to be seen. Not going to be a factor at the end of this one. Wesley Shaw just needs to defend, and hold off the 07 of Underkoffler, who's fresh off of his first career win. Now you start to figure the tire degradation factors in a little bit. Wesley Shaw's been up front leading all these laps, wearing out his tires. What do these other drivers have? Here comes Carlos Eduardo looking for second in that Cabela's number 15 Bass Pro Shops Ford machine, Ford Fusion. Side by side with Underkoffler. This is going to allow Wesley Shaw to start getting a gap on second place here. But Carlos Eduardo has the speed, and he's able to get around John Underkoffler for position there. And slams the door shut. Here he goes. 20 laps remain. Can Carlos Eduardo run down Wesley Shaw in the 52? Eduardo might be hoping that this race was the full 150 lap distance, as it looks like laps are going to be working against him here to get the job done. Well, 13 laps to go. Wesley Shaw looking to dominate and lead all the laps here today. All he's got to do is hold on for 12 more laps as Carlos Eduardo has moved his way up to second. This will mark race number 17 on the season of 27 with our ARCA division. The last ARCA season, as it's going to be closing up shop at the end of the year here. It's been fun. It's been exciting. We've had a lot of crazy moments in Sigma ARCA and a lot of neat winners. A lot of people that have used this to catapult themselves up the ladder. It's just time for me to evolve and change with the times, and dropping the ARCA series was just one of the few things I had to do to make time for life in general. So can't take the wins away though. These drivers that win these races, they will be remembered as ARCA winners. Very few drivers now are going to have that honor, that honorific to fall back on as being ARCA winners, ARCA champions, you know, race moments and stuff. Even John Underkoffler there in the 07 get the honor of being an ARCA race winner. Some drivers will be trying to get a win in all series, and very few will be able to get the ARCA wins now without the ARCA series existing anymore. So getting the wins now adds to your resume as a racer, and will go a long ways, you know, in the data, in the history books of being an ARCA racer moving up the ladder. No drama though. Wesley Shaw has been the guy here tonight, leading all the laps. 4 laps to go here. Carlos Eduardo has fallen back to a distant second now. A little bit of lap traffic. Had this race been 150 laps, it looks like that would have factored in, but alas, the game crashed and we dropped the speed, the distance down just a little bit. Just a couple laps left to go now. Wesley Shaw just needs to cruise through the rest of the couple laps here, and he'll be a race winner yet again here in Sigma Racing. White flag waves, 1 more lap to go. And Wesley's got it. Race winner here tonight in the ARCA Delta division here at Berlin Raceway in the Show Me the Money 125. Gets the win with ease. Even 25 more laps, and I don't think he would have caught the tail end of the traffic there. So just a dominant performance from the 52.
Frank, did you have any ignition problems?
And ultimately, thank you everyone for tuning in this morning, early morning Sigma Racing. Congratulations to Wesley Shaw on getting the job done. And that is a wrap for this week. I'm going to be getting stuff done at home here. And we've got some newcomers in the league, and I'm trying to catch up, but I don't know when or how that's going to, pan out at the moment. But rest assured, I ain't going to run another race until I've got most of you in the field going forward. So thanks again, folks, for tuning in. Have a great weekend. Stay safe out there. Happy June. And until next time, this is Jakester.